Do you have a Robinhood account? If so, this video might just be for you. I'm Tal, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how you could theoretically hack a Robinhood account and exactly how to protect your account from those same attacks. Robinhood's been in the news lately for having a few users' accounts hacked and tons of money transferred away from them, and I'm going to show you just how to do that and also how to prevent that today. Really quick disclaimer, I do not advise hacking anyone's accounts without their permission, as that is illegal, and I'm not held responsible if you choose to do that, which I highly advise you to not do. But in today's video, I'm going to be hacking my own account so that I can show you exactly what an attacker might do to take down yours and how you can prevent it from happening. If that sounds interesting to you, then let's jump into the video. Alright guys, once you're on your computer, open up your Linux terminal. In this case, I'm using Ubuntu because my Kali installation of WSL2 was just messing up horribly for whatever reason. So, once you're in your terminal, if you haven't already, install the social engineering toolkit. I have, so we'll just do SE toolkit. And not to forget the sudo, as it requires root permissions to run. And we'll go ahead and select number 1, social engineering attacks. Now we'll select number 2, which is website attack vectors, and number 3, which is credential harvester attacks. And we'll want to do the site cloner for today, and we'll do 127.0.0.1. Obviously, you wouldn't normally do this. Normally, you would set it to the IP address that you want it to send the request that it sort of captured to and replay it, so to speak. But for this purpose, we'll just set it to this. And I have a website with a test logon form that we're going to be using today. So just go ahead and paste that in. And if we go to 127.0.0.1, you can see a login page. Now, this is not an email login page. I will go ahead and say that right now. This is just a sample login page that has both login form fields and everything, and it's really easy to clone compared to some of like Google and Microsoft things. They make it pretty hard to actually clone the whole thing, so you have to do a bit more work. But this was really easy, and it serves the purpose to show you the example of how an attacker would actually do this, or how you would go about doing this to yourself, theoretically. We'll just pretend that we have this link right here. So now we are in our mail app. We'll go ahead and send an email to myself and say your Google account was hacked. Oh no, this is horrible. Click, and then we'll do insert link, and we'll say here, and we'll paste in the address to reset your password, and then we'll do -Google. We'll send this email. Here we are at my inbox, and as you can see, we have this link, which if we click, takes us to the logon. So we'll just put in our email address, and we'll say my email at test.com, and then my password. And as you can see, the request fails because we are just using this as an example. It'll be a bit more sophisticated if you did it in real life, but you can see right here we got the results. Email equals my email, %40, which is the @ symbol in URL encoding, test.com, password equals this space is not my password, exclamation point, which is %21, LOL. So with this, we have the credentials. Go and find, by searching in our email, a Robinhood email. Then we would say mark as junk, so that all of those get sent automatically to the spam folder and the end user doesn't see what's going on. So we'll go ahead and click forgot your username and password, enter in the email address of the user, and click send reset instructions. Now in this case, it shows up in my inbox, but if we had marked it as spam, it would have shown up in the junk and would not have been noticed by the user. Then we'll click the link and reset our password, which my case is going to be a very complicated one. And now we can log in. As you can see, I just received an email from Robinhood saying my password was reset. And now, as you can see, it asks for a code from my authentication app because I have multi-factor authentication enabled. If the user had multi-factor authentication enabled, then it would be virtually impossible for a hacker to get into their account. Just like I did, I had to have my mobile device and my authenticator app to be able to authenticate in, and that is actually the safest way to set it up, and I'll show you that in just a moment. However, if they theoretically did not have multi-factor authentication enabled, you as an attacker would be able to gain access to their account just like this and transfer away all of their money. Alright, so now we'll move over to my phone where I have the Robinhood app open, and to secure your account, you'll go to your little person icon over there, go to settings, we'll go to two-factor authentication and make sure that this is enabled. Now you have several authentication methods that you'll be able to choose from when you first enable this. You'll be able to choose from SMS or an app, an authenticator app. There are a few of these out there like 1Password, Google Authenticator, etc. There's a few others that are pretty prominent out there. You can choose SMS, and it's by far the easiest way to do it, as you don't have to install any other apps. However, there is a big downside to this, and this is called the SIM swapping attack. It's where an attacker could theoretically call your cell phone provider and be like, hey, I lost my SIM card. I need a SIM card, please. Back, yes, sir. Of course, we'll send you one right away. And then he'll be like, okay, sounds good. And then a few days later, he receives a SIM card, sticks it in his phone, and then Robinhood thinks that it's your phone, sends it the text message for the SMS authentication, then they have access to your account. Obviously, that's a ton of work to go through to get access to a Robinhood account, but I mean, if you have hundreds of thousands of dollars in there, it might be worth it for an attacker. So the best way to do it is to do app-based, use either Google Authenticator or 1Password. I'm using 1Password. It generates an authentication token every so often for whenever you're wanting to log into the Robinhood account app. You just enter in the code and it works. So that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like for the YouTube algorithm, as well as subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Please comment down below if you're interested in any more somewhat financial related videos. I know this isn't super duper financial related, it's more security related, but I'm also kind of into investing and that kind of thing too. Also, if you are also like me and into investing, make sure you use the link down below to get 1 free stock from Robinhood and 2 free stocks from Webull if you deposit $100 in your account. They're pretty good deals, and they also give me a couple free stocks if you decide to use those to sign up. Anyways, that's all for today's video. I'm Tal, and I'll see you in the next video.